Hello, my courageous, captivating Capricorn. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I am Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of October. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. Thank you, everyone, for your support on this channel. Thank you for your donations and the private readings. They are very, very much appreciated. So, Capricorn, this is what I picked up in the cleansing ceremony. Gabriel, the angel of heralds, came out reversed. So what I was feeling is that, like, you're waiting on a message from someone, or you weren't able to get your message to somebody else. I feel like there is a block in communication. The Nine of Cups came up. So there's some sort of emotional cycle that is ending. What I was feeling is that it had to do with some sort of illusion that was there. I think that you've really broke past some sort of illusion because the Nine of Cups in this deck is the story of the little match boy. Well, it's actually, like, I think traditionally it's a match girl, but like the original is, oh, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so that wanted to show its head. So with the Nine of Cups, like, whatever this illusion was, the thing is, I think that you're not sad about it, right? It was the Seven of Cups in reverse. So I don't think that yeah, I mean, for some of you, what I'm feeling is you haven't let go of the sadness, and then for, like, others of you, the Nine of Cups is indicating, like, letting go and ending that cycle, right? Getting rid of this sort of illusion that was keeping you sad in some way. And then in my clarifier deck, Trainer, the Pokemon Center lady came out, which is like Nurse Joy. So I think that you, somebody that you're dealing with, because trainers always indicate the other person is like a healer, or that you're, like, thinking that brings you joy. It's like spending time with them, like, heals you in some way, and brings you a lot of joy. So we are going to take a look this month. Happy Libra season, by the way. We are going to look and see what is out of balance in life. And then in the extended, we're going to look into how to bring balance to the situation. So let's see, Capricorn, what is out of balance? What is out of balance for our Cappies? What is out of balance for our Cappies? But yeah, the Nine of Cups, I forgot to finish telling the story. The little match boy or little match girl, it's like this person who's selling, this little child, this little boy who's selling matches out in the cold because he's poor and his family's poor. And it's so cold that he has to light a match to stay warm. And each time he lights a match, knowing that it's less money that he's going to be able to bring back to his family, which needs it, each time that he lit it, he would see, like, all these beautiful things, like a beautiful world. It was like a kid's dream, like a castle and all this stuff. And so he kept lighting the matches to live there, and then, or like to go there, and then he ends up passing away, sadly. Sorry, Capricorn. I know you're not one to stray away from the sad stuff, but that's the story of the card. And then he wakes up and he's with one of the people that he met in the castle that he was exploring each time he lit the match. So it's like finally being taken to his kingdom, or the castle, basically, like transitioning. But we have Azrael, the angel of death, in reverse, and Zachariel, the angel of memory. So what I'm getting is you are really trying to get someone out of your head. It's like you don't want to think about the ending of something anymore, is what I'm getting with, like, death and memory in reverse. For some of you, it might actually be someone passing. You know, like I said, that Nine of Cups energy is about a little boy who passes away. But it's a beautiful story. But what I'm getting is that there is some reason why, yeah, okay, so yeah, you want to get something out of your head. And what I'm getting is, for a lot of you, it's an ending of something. For others, it's like you just you can't put an end to some sort of repetitive thought process. And it has to do with the past is what I'm getting. Let's see what's going on. 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is an emotional cycle. You know how we had the 9 of Cups that came out, which is like ending that cycle? What I'm getting is that might be what needs to end, because this is a repetitive statement that is going on in the mind. It's a repetitive emotional cycle. And because, as you can see, you know, he's on his steed, and what I'm getting is it's like you want someone to come towards you. You want some sort of emotional input from something, and it just keeps looping in your mind that you want someone to come towards you. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so here we have 8-8. Like, this is straight up a repetitive cycle. And here with the 8 of Pentacles, this is someone who is a traveler that comes and brings like little trinkets. This is a troll. So it's, what I'm getting is that you want someone to come towards you, but let's check. So the cycle emotionally comes same physically. It's like every time this person comes towards you, they do give you a treasure, but then they end up leaving because that's their style. And yeah, let's see. What's the light energy here? You know, like I said with the trainer, it's like when you're with this person, it's like they bring you joy, they bring you treasure. They might heal you in some sort of way, but every time this happens, it's just the same thing. What's the light energy here? Dirty shock. Eradicate using dirty shock, and Dusclops using cursed drop. Wow. So what I'm getting here is this cycle that has been going on, it's like you've realized what the cycle is. And it's been kind of like a dirty shock to your mind is what I'm getting. Where it's just like you're recognizing like, oh, crud, I can't stop this repetitive thoughts, right? You definitely can, but right now you feel like you can't. And with cursed drop, what I'm getting here is for some reason you feel like luck is not on your side here. Let's see, eradicate. The webs on its hind legs enable it to cross rivers. It searches wide areas for food. So when it talks about searching for wide areas, I feel like that's kind of how this person is. It's like, you know, every time that they're coming towards you, it's like they want some sort of, you know, like you're a treat to them. And it might be, you know, a shock that you're recognizing that this is a pattern, and what happens emotionally mirrors what happens physically. It's like, you know, physically every time there's communication or whatever, or even just the neural loop in your own mind of what you're playing, that you have this like emotional reaction to it, and it's just like on this continuous loop. And I think that they're really in your head. It does talk about crossing the river, and that's kind of what he's going through. So, you know, river being water and water being emotion, I do think that there is definitely some sort of hurdle that you are getting over in terms of the water situation, but something is really a shock here. And, you know, this is the third eye, so cursed drop. So what I'm getting is you might have thought that there was, okay, this is only for some of you, but some of you might have found out that there was some sort of curse here. But what I'm getting is that, like, you understand that every time this gets dropped, it's like, ugh, it like puts you in some sort of mental loop, like I said. It says, anyone who dares peer into the body and see its spectral ball of fire will have their spirit stolen away. So, you know, this talks about looking inside the body to see the spectral ball of fire, which is like the soul, the essence, right? This is a mummy, so something that is back from the dead. Again, I do feel like someone from the past. But it's like, what I'm getting is you were able to like look into this person's soul so deeply. And because of that, like, you're attached to them because you were able to see so deep. And because of that, it's like something just keeps playing over and over in your mind. Let's see the shadow. We have slack off, big yawn in reverse, and toga kiss, powerful slap. So what I'm getting is big yawn in reverse. This is something really serious for you. Because it's big yawn in reverse, this might be keeping you up at night, especially because we have the third eye here. So this, you know, might be influencing your sleeping habits, unfortunately. It says the way slack off lolls around makes anyone who watches it feel like doing the same. So I feel like there are some people around you who are not activated in the way that you want to be. And because they, you know, might be asleep, so to speak, not in the actual ZZZ way. What I'm getting is that you're kind of like mimicking the people around you's behavior. And I think that that is also part of this cycle as well. We have toga kiss, which is powerful slap. So yeah, you know how like the dirty shock, this was a powerful slap. It was whatever this cycle that repeated, it slapped. Okay, it slapped. Because this is a fairy type, it does have to do with one-on-one relationships. So this is definitely something that happened with someone. Toga kiss is a really cute, you know, like look on the bright side of things, and, you know, rainbows, positivity, you know, it's an angelic Pokemon. So what I'm getting is this is kind of you. It's like you're recognizing kind of the beauty in the world, and you're recognizing that some people around you aren't viewing the world that way. And it makes you, I want to say, a little bit like you want to get away from them. It says it shares many blessings with people who respect one another's rights and avoid needless strife. So I mean, yeah, that's beautiful. You are totally seeing, you know, it's like you see the blessings in the world and you want to be around people who respect other people, right? And I feel like there's some people who just, they're spiritually lazy is what I'm hearing. And also, if you have found out that there was any sort of, like, someone tried to curse you or something like that, for some of you that definitely happened. And you're just like, okay, what the heck? Like, I want people who respect people and people who avoid needless strife, right? Of course, like, we all need to fight for, you know, what we believe in, but I feel like there's been some unnecessary arguments here, and you're really like, you know, I don't want to be around people who treat people that way, is what I'm hearing. And what I'm getting is these people might be really greedy that's around you. They might be really greedy. All right, let's see what else is out of balance here. So it looks like your friends group, or like just the people around you might be your coworkers, family. We have Ramiel, the Angel of Visions, in reverse. So what I'm getting here is I feel like there's somebody that you want to see. I'm picking up like on two separate kind of not timelines, but strings of things. There's somebody that you want to see, and I do feel like it's someone that you had an ending with that is part of this feedback loop. Let's see. Tell us about why Angel Visions in reverse. You might not be having dreams anymore either. The Fool. Yeah, so you want a new beginning here. You want a new beginning. You want to see somebody and take a leap of faith. Definitely a journey that you want to go on. I remember a couple months ago, I think it was in Leo season, where it was like, what's in the light? I think the title was like wanting to go on a journey or something like like that. So yeah, you still really want this new beginning. You want to start something. Let's see what this is about. What's the light energy? What's the light energy? We have go back using acrobatics, but it's going to take a lot. It's like you just have to bend over backwards and do so many things that it just seems kind of like, do I do it? Do I not? It's like, do I really need to like contort myself in so many ways in order to have this new beginning? It just seems like a lot of work, especially because it's another third eye card, you know, especially it's like mind acrobatics. It's like you might be wanting this new beginning, to take this leap of faith and, you know, to start things, but mentally it's like a maze in the mind of like, okay, well, how do I get there? It says its thick fangs are hollow like straws, making them unexpectedly fragile. These fangs are specialized for sucking blood. Interesting. So it talks about, you know, the teeth being very fragile. So I feel like for some of you, you've been having like teeth dreams. And be careful when you're sleeping. Some of you might be like clenching your jaw a lot. It's weird. I clenched my jaw like all day yesterday, which I never really had that issue. And I was like, which sign is this? So now I understand it's Capricorn energy. But, you know, it talks about the teeth being fragile. So what I'm getting is like, it's like acrobatics because the words feel like you have to be really kind of like walk on pins and needles in order to have some sort of new beginning. Or there's definitely something blocking mouth-wise. These fangs are specialized for sucking blood. So what I'm getting is, I feel like, especially these people that you might not want to be a part of, it's like with this blood sucking thing, like you might recognize like, oh my gosh, like people are just draining my energy, right? Like sucking my spiritual blood. So yeah, let's see, what's the shadow here? And they might be an influence on this new beginning here. We have Porygon Z using slowing beam. Yeah, they are an influence here. It's definitely slowing things down. Porygon Z is also a an electronic Pokemon, I would say. So I always associate with Porygon Z as, it could be someone in Gen Z that's involved here, but I usually just associate it with like internet connections and things like that. So there might be something slowing down some sort of communication here. It says its program was modified to enable for it to travel to alien dimensions. Seemed there might have been an error. So what I'm getting is, yeah, you want to go on this journey. It talks about traveling to other dimensions, but there may have been an error. So I feel like there's just something stopping you from being able to travel, to go on this journey, to have this new beginning. And you know how it talks about traveling to other dimensions. Like I said, I feel like sleeping is also an issue here. I really feel that as a theme. Let's see what else is out of balance here for our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So Chesed, the right hand, empathy, and it wanted to go right to like Togekiss and the slowing beam. So what I'm getting is there's some like you are feeling very empathetic towards the situation. Even these people that you're like, you know, I don't want to really be a part of that. Like, I want to be around people who respect me and, you know, avoid conflict. So what I'm getting is you're really having empathy for the situation of being like, yeah, like, you know, I mean, it's like, you're like, I understand where they're coming from. There's just so much empathy there. But what I'm getting is there's like they're like stepping on your boundaries. Because what I was getting was like, well, why is having empathy out of balance? And I feel like the issue is that you can have empathy, but that doesn't mean that people can boss you around or, you know, disrespect you, cross your boundaries. So let's see. Why is empathy here? We have the King of Swords here. Yeah, so this is the Headless Horseman. I feel like it's like cut it off at the head is what I'm hearing. And with the King of Swords, it's like it has to do with communication. I feel like these people just... It's like you try to have empathy for them because of their status, perhaps. But I'm going to ask for one more. Let's clarify the King of Swords. But it really has to do with like communication, where it's like they'll bite your head off, the world. Yeah, so this is ending. Like they'll bite your head off if you try to like have your say, so to speak. But yeah, with the world, honestly, I feel like a lot of this has to do with work or some sort of like structure in your life. Because with the King of Swords in the world, what I'm getting is you try to have empathy because of like who they are, where they come from. It might be that, you know, they cross your boundaries because they have some sort of status over you. But what I'm getting is with the world, this is coming to an end here. What's the light energy here? Coming out stuck, oddish, trip over. So, yeah, this is quite odd-ish. So, yeah, okay, so what I'm getting is, because this is the heart, as you can see, like empathy is holding the heart here. And because this is the heart chakra, trip over, what I get is like your heart has been tripped over like one too many times here. And oh, okay, so someone told you that there was a trip that was over. These people are really trying, someone is telling you that you can't do something, and it's like you're really just trying to have empathy here, but it's the trip over here, right? The Fool. Like I said, you want to take some sort of journey. You want to take some sort of trip. And these two are also travelers. I feel a lot of energy of wanting to go somewhere, right? And even the King of Swords, it's like this could even be you, and someone's trying to, you know, take your head away, take your head out of this. But yeah, someone really is like, no, you can't do this. It says its scientific name is Odium wondrous. At night, it is said to walk nearly 1,000 feet on its two roots. Yeah. So honestly, I mean, number one, I feel like this person or these people, I feel like there's one person in particular, but I do feel like there's multiple people involved here. But it's like they'll give all these scientific reasons or whatever. It'd be like, no, you can't do this because this. Like they'll try to just rationalize everything, but it talks about at night it's said to walk 1,000 feet with its two roots. So what I'm getting is it's like you're trying to have like, I'm getting that they are traveling, but like you're not allowed or something, or they're going on some journey and you're not allowed. But like, yeah, it talks about traveling 1,000 miles, so you might really want it to actually be going somewhere. Let's see what the shadow is. And you're really trying to have empathy, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with empathy, but if you let someone dictate what you're gonna do, then, you know, they're not respecting your wishes here, right? They might really rationalize why you shouldn't do what you want to do, but we have Starly going right to the Fool, call for pals. So I feel like you've been talking to your friends about this new beginning, right? Call for pals really does indicate, you know, asking for help, asking for guidance when it comes to this new beginning. So I do feel like you've been talking to your friends about this, and they might be saying not to do whatever you want to do as well. But let's see, it says they flock around mountains and fields, chasing after bug Pokemon. Their singing is noisy and annoying. Yeah, so what I'm getting is when you talk to your friends about this as well, they kind of just, they don't give you necessarily, they don't support you for some reason. I don't know what this is, Capricorn. Please let me know in the comments what this new beginning or this journey is, but I really feel like other people's opinions are really trying to run the show here. And I'm surprised, Capricorn, because that's not Capricorn usually does not take it. I mean, I get that there's some powerful people in your life here, but yeah, please, I'm interested. All right, let's see what can help Capricorn on this. Great Spirit, please. What can help our Capricorns here? So like I said in the extended, we are going to look into how we can bring balance to this situation, how we can bring like your willpower kind of back in the, I don't know if you just heard that siren, but whew, yeah, let's see how we can bring your willpower back into control here. We have balance in reverse and the goddess in reverse. Yeah. So what I'm getting is that there is really an imbalance when it comes to the divine feminine here, that the divine feminine really needs to, like, you know, speak like a goddess. Like the goddess isn't like, oh, love and light. The goddess says like, respect me or I will destroy you, right? You don't want to because you are a loving, beautiful goddess entity, right? And it's just the divine feminine. Doesn't have to be female. I'm not gendering anything. But yeah, there's definitely an imbalance here. So the lady in this picture consoles a man who is sad and lonely. The man's heart is full of unexpressed emotions, which at some point he is no longer able to contain. There is a time for strength, a time for vulnerability, and a space where both converge. Tears flow and healing occurs. Regardless of your gender, this card mirrors what is happening energetically and emotionally inside of you. It represents your masculine energy and the healing that automatically occurs when you open your heart and follow your feelings to flow freely. There is no need to analyze anything. Simply release all that you feel inside. If you feel like confiding in a trusted friend or a health professional, then do so. Journaling is also very helpful and therapeutic. Make time for you. Be loving and gentle with yourself. This is a time to nurture you. Yes, definitely. There is definitely something going on here of whatever has happened in the past. And I do see that a lot of other people have been influencing you here, but now is the time to find your own voice. And, you know, we did have call for pal. So for some of you, this is a suggestion. Talk to a trusted friend about this. And, you know, in the cleansing ceremony, what came out was Nurse Joy, right? The Pokemon Center lady. And when that comes out, you know, I usually say like, this is a professional that deals with mental health or deals with any sort of, you know, mind issue. And I didn't want to be like, okay, that's how I'm going to start out with Capricorn, just being like, oh, a therapist card came up. Or like, you know, someone who specializes in mental health. But then I guess I started with the story of the little boy. So, but even still, definitely talking about healing occurring, and the masculine energy is healing right now, and the divine feminine needs to, you know, like the divine feminine is really doing the consoling and the empathy towards the masculine, right? But it seems like the empathy is happening kind of at the expense of your own needs here. So we need to bring in some goddess energy in order to help heal the masculine energy, which has like the sadness. And I'm very sorry for, let's see, where is it? For the sadness that has happened, but as we know, things will be changing. Look at the image and note the feelings that emerge. The lady in the picture with the moon reflecting behind her is here to remind you of your intuitive and creative power that has somewhat faded the past months. There is much to be gained by reconnecting with your innate creative power, for it is the very essence of life and all creation. All it takes is for you to look inside. Intuition, creativity, and reflection are your greatest 3 tools. With them, you can anticipate, respond to, and draw wisdom from the world around you. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart and let your inner goddess shine through you. She holds the power of the entire universe, and as such, so do you. Yeah, so like I said, there definitely is, you know, I was surprised that, you know, other people are kind of running the show here. And this is really allowing the divine feminine, that creative power, that inner voice to come through and help heal your masculine energy, like your personal masculine energy. And, you know, masculine energy is about control and structure, you know, all the physical stuff. So, you know, it's time to converge to help bring that balance back. Absolutely beautiful, Capricorn. So like I said, if you would like to get some advice on how to bring balance to this situation, the link will be in the description box below. And until next time, Capricorn, I love you very much. I'm sending you a big hug and a kiss on your 3rd eye. Mwah.